In this video we are going to talk about top 10 ways to live meaningful life. So before we start, please like this video, subscribe and turn on the notification to our channel Relaxing Cat, for future updates. 10. Travel to the future to discover what's most important. Many of us become so preoccupied with the practicalities and demands of daily life that we neglect or postpone our deeper passions. That, however, is not conducive to our long-term happiness. According to research, abandoned passions can turn into regrets that won't go away. Take some time now to imagine yourself 30 years from now to avoid future regrets. What would you regret not pursuing in the future? What do you consider to be missed opportunities? These are most likely the things that are most important to you right now, and the ones that you should take action on right now. Make a list of each of these experiences, and then use the steps below to learn how to turn your life's priorities into meaningful goals. 9. List potential goals. Now that you've figured out what matters most to you, it's time to turn your priorities into actionable goals so they don't get lost in the shuffle. To begin, make a list of potential goals that you might want to consider. Many of these will not make it into your action plan, and others will change dramatically before you commit. But for the time being, you're just putting it down on paper. Make sure to write down specific and attainable objectives. For instance, aim for an 86 on the upcoming test, take a trip next month that takes me to at least 2 new cities, or apply for 50 jobs in the next 3 weeks. Make a long list of at least 20 possible objectives. Allow yourself to be spontaneous and crazy. You haven't made any commitments yet. 8. Vet your goals. The goals that have motivation built into them are the ones that you are most likely to achieve, which means you won't have to persuade yourself to pursue them because you already have the desire to do so. The questions below can help you determine whether or not a goal is intrinsically motivated. This line of inquiry is based on psychological research models called self-determination and self-concordance theories, which help people figure out which of their goals contain intrinsic motivation. Ask the following 8 questions for each of your goals, and keep track of how many times you answered, yes, will pursuing and achieving this goal be rewarding for you? Do you believe you truly own this objective? Is it something you do if no one else expected you to? Will it help you get closer to your desired outcome, rather than further away from an undesirable outcome? Will pursuing this goal improve your ability to make decisions about what you do? Will pursuing or achieving this goal lead to the development of new skills and abilities? Is this goal compatible with your other life goals, i.e., does it not conflict with anything else you want to achieve? Is pursuing or achieving this goal bringing you closer to others? Is this goal a good fit for your situation, age, finances, etc.? 7. Find a balance between seeking happiness and meaning. Often, it appears as if there is a trade-off between pursuing happiness and pursuing meaning. After all, happiness frequently entails doing things that make you feel good right now. For example, going dancing, getting a massage, or purchasing a new electronic device. Meaningful activities, on the other hand, usually entail making sacrifices. Some examples include carrying boxes all weekend while assisting a friend with a move, studying hard to become a doctor, or saving to be able to pay for a significant goal. It's worth noting that meaningful activities frequently necessitate effort and toil. Meaning, on the other hand, allows us to rise above adversity because we know we're working towards something bigger, strengthening our friendships, gaining the ability to save lives, or savoring the satisfaction of accomplishing a significant goal. A life focused solely on achieving hedonic happiness is ultimately unfulfilling. Simultaneously, a life focused solely on finding meaning while ignoring the present moment can be unnecessarily austere. 6. Write your life story. Write down your life story to make it more meaningful. Making a narrative of your life, according to Emily Esfahani Smith, who has already been mentioned, provides clarity. It provides a framework that extends beyond the daily grind and allows you to see how various events in your life contribute to the overall picture. This will aid in your understanding of yourself and your life. Furthermore, writing your life story will allow you to retell your stories in a more positive light. Obviously, facts constrain you, but you can edit and reframe your stories so that you can begin telling a better story about your life. The following are 3 good themes for your life story: redemption, love, and growth. 5. Express yourself and make a difference. There are many people out there who are posing as someone they are not. After all, there's a lot of pressure to fit in and conform. However, you can't truly live a meaningful life if you don't allow yourself to be who you are. Consider the objectives you're currently pursuing. Do your objectives sound like you? Are they a good reflection of your personality? Are they consistent with your core values? If not, you'll need to set new objectives. Strive to achieve goals that allow you to express who you are to make your life more meaningful. To live a meaningful life, you don't need to work in a job that involves saving lives or do something extraordinarily heroic. In small ways, you can contribute to making the world a better place, making your life more meaningful. Perhaps you won't be able to say at the end of your life, "I did this one huge, impactful thing that helped others." It's also noble to be able to say, "I took thousands of small actions that improved the lives of others." 4. Select and commit to your most viable goals. Take a look at the goals for which you said yes the most. These objectives are likely to be the most fulfilling and feasible for you to achieve. Choose a few of them, no more than 6 or 7, to help you create your new future. It's important to set high goals, but it's also critical to focus on a small number of them in order to avoid spreading yourself too thin and losing focus and clarity for your long-term vision. Copy your chosen objectives to a new piece of paper. This list symbolizes a new future to which you are devoting your time and energy. You will no longer be able to edit or change these objectives. These objectives have now become your compass, reminding you on a daily basis of the future you want to create. 3. Visualize your meaningful future. You now have a written representation of your desired future, but you may not have a clear mental image of it. You're also unlikely to have a mental image of your path to that future, including the small victories and setbacks that inevitably occur along the way. It's critical to cultivate this vision. In fact, recent research suggests that keeping this mental image in your head is crucial to achieving your objectives. Adding some imagery to your set of goals can help you create a concrete vision of your meaningful future. Making a vision board on your computer, on paper, or on your phone is one of the simplest ways to do this. Make sure to connect each goal to a few specific images. A graphic depicting the achievement of the goal, for example, you've published your novel. A visual representation of the successful completion of a step along the way, for example, you have a first draft, or a visual representation of a challenge or difficulty you expect to face, e.g., you sit down late at night and write for hours, and wake up tired the next day. 2. Take the first baby step and set triggers. Images of your new, meaningful future have been implanted in your mind thanks to the power of visualization. Now is the time to put your plans into action. To begin, consider a single baby step you can take in the next 7 days to achieve one of your plan's goals. It can be anything, big or small, as long as it moves you closer to the future you're seeing so clearly now. Think, writing 500 words of your novel, or going for one 10-minute run. Don't put off taking action. If you don't, you risk ending up with nothing more than a vision board and a dream. Taking immediate action will boost your motivation and begin to build momentum, giving you as much backwind as possible on this long run. You've taken your first steps down the road at this point, but you're aware that you're on a long journey ahead of you. You may feel compelled to think about your vision on a regular basis in order to maintain momentum. 1. Remember that it's all about the journey. Flexibility is the mother of success when it comes to achieving goals. There is a slim chance that you will ever be able to create your meaningful future exactly as you had envisioned it. Rather than seeing this as a failure, keep in mind that living a meaningful life is a long-term project. It's perfectly fine if you discover new information along the way that forces you to alter your strategy. The only certainty in this process is that embarking on the path to a more meaningful life will lead you to somewhere new, exciting, and, yes, meaningful. Perhaps most importantly, surrendering to the process increases your chances of learning to enjoy the journey, forget about the destination, and embrace the ride of your life. So that's it for today's video. What do you think of our list? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoy this video and want to hear more from us, please be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notification before you go. Thank you for watching Relaxing Cat and come back for more.